Hello friends, this is the third video regarding our parallel processing. So in the first two video we have seen the basic concept and the some part of the program in order to implement parallel processing concept. Okay, so please go through the first and second video in order to understand this third video where we are trying to implement the concept of parallel processing, and we are trying to achieve the performance gain with the help of multiple work processes by dividing the records into different tasks. Okay, so in the last video, that means parallel processing part 2 video, we were developing one program where we are implementing our parallel processing concept. In last video also we saw that how much time it's taking without help of parallel processing. That means with the help of a single work process, how much time a program is taking for creating the 2000 materials. So going ahead, what we will do, we will implement, we will see over here that how much time it's going to take for 2000 materials for the for 2000 materials to create with the help of this parallel processing. Okay, so maybe I can show you in the previous video that how much time it's taking. So this is my previous video which is already uploaded on the YouTube. Okay, so here you can see that how much time it's taking. Actually it's taking uh, for this 1000 materials is taking this much 126. Then after what I did, that I took the 2000 materials, so maybe it is little later over here. This is for 2000 materials, so it is taking 243 seconds, right? So it's around 244 seconds in total. So uh, I have just noted it down somewhere. Here I have just noted it down. Without parallel processing, time taken is this much microseconds, which is around 244 seconds. And with parallel processing, now we will see how much time it's going to take. So first we will develop complete program and we will see like how much time it's going to take. Okay. So in order to implement the parallel processing, we have created one function module also, right? Because that function module uh, as the prerequisite, we have seen that we must have a function module uh, which should be the remote enabled, right? And in this function module, what we have done that we have written the logic for creating the material. Okay, and this function module we are going to call in the program, right? which is which will be processed by the different work processes, right, in different tasks. So here some import parameter I have taken, like in 400 materials I will take in one go, right? So because total we are having 2000 materials, so 400 I'm going to take in one go, and I will allocate to one work process in a single task. Okay. Similarly, another 400 I'm going to allocate in a second work process in a second task, and the third, similarly another 400 I'm going to allocate in the third work process in the third task. So similarly I'm going to do. That's why I have created this function module with remote enable. So this function module must be remote enable. It is right now not. So let me make it remote enable function module. Just save it and activate it. Okay, the source code already I have written over here. There is no syntax error, nothing, right? But it is telling that in RFC modules only parameters with pass by value are allowed. That's true. Let's go and make pass by value over here. So I'm just going marking it as a pass by value. Come over here, mark it pass by value because it's a RFC function module. Okay, here there is nothing in tables and all, it's fine. Then this time it should not give any error and it's fine. Some warning is there, I can ignore that. just activate this one. It got activated, and now from function module point of view it's fine. Okay, so we were developing this program, and here in this subroutine, in uh, uh, subroutine, like if you can see that I'm looping the data which I'm getting the material from the selection screen. So total 2000 materials I am getting from a file, and I am putting into this internal table with the help of this GUI upload function module into this internal table. And this internal table I'm just looping on this internal table, and one by one I'm getting the material, and I'm putting into an, an in a temporary internal table in chunk of 400. You can see over here. So as soon as it's going to be 400, the if condition is going to be true, because the division by 400, the remainder will give 0, and if 0 and 0 is true, then it will just trigger this particular subroutine, and it will come inside this. And once it will come, I'm just going to allocate a task. I'm just going to run this function module in a task. So we will give the name of the task over here. So maybe let's start the giving the name of the task. Let's give the name gv underscore task. Okay, so, and we can give something like that also, we can give, no issue, gv underscore task name. And here in insert destination in parallel group. So here we have seen in our system we are having many server group. uh, Out of that there is one server group that is a parallel generators, right? So parallel generators I'm going to use parallel generators. You can use the default one also. Okay, performing subroutine. So this subroutine need to be performed like once your function module is going to get successfully called, and after the execution of this function module, if you want to receive the result, if you want to get the result back into the subroutine, that you can do in this particular subroutine. So that subroutine name we can uh, log capture something, or result capture, any function module name you can define over here, and sorry, subroutine name you can define over here, and that subroutine we can define uh, in our program. Okay, so maybe we can define this subroutine over here. Let's go down, and we will define this subroutine. And for defining this subroutine, we know that when we have to define the subroutine, we start with form, right? Form, and we have to receive the result, right? We have to receive the result. But how we can receive the result? Of course, with the help of this task name, whatever the task name we are passing into this function module, that task name itself once receives their log, we are going to capture. So using this task name, so just you have to add here one clause using uh, task name. You can give this task name over here, and then the you can write over here that receive results from function, automatically it's coming. And the name of the function module, of course you have to give, this is the name of the function module. I'm just going to copy from here, and then you are going to get the data from there, right? The log, you are going to capture the log from there. So just you can write here the importing clause, importing, and some value you are going to get from there. So maybe we can check what is the value from there we can get. So here in export parameter we are having et underscore message. I'm getting the message here in this et underscore message, and this et underscore message we will capture over here. So importing et underscore message equal to here gt underscore message. Okay, and if some exception you have enabled, then also we can capture the exceptions, the standard exceptions given by SAP we can capture over here, like communication failure, equals to 1, and the system failure equals to 2, and we can handle this 1 and 2. Okay, now end form, let me complete my subroutine. So this is my complete subroutine, and here, in case if it is successful, if size sub rc equals to sub successful, then what I'm going to do that, this gt underscore message, okay, this gt underscore message append this uh, lines of gt underscore message to one another message. This gt underscore message, this gt underscore message is a kind of temporary message for 400 materials. We are going to get message in one go, so you require the total message, right? So gt underscore total underscore message, or maybe I can make it a local lt underscore message. Okay, lt, and we will declare one gt message gt underscore message, and all the message I'm going to handle over here. Okay, all the message just I'm going to handle over here. Fine. Now let's see some important point over here that we have written. So here what I have done, that in case of any insuccess while calling the function module, this function module you are calling in a new task, right? Every time this should be a new task, right? So we have to define every time this as a new task. So here before the do, whenever this create material is going to get called, this gv underscore task should be a new one, right? So gv underscore task underscore name should be equal to, gv underscore task underscore name. Maybe we can use it something like, we can concatenate it. Okay, so or simply we can write, we can add with one. Okay, we can add with one, so it's going to become a new, it's going to become a new task. Okay, and this task name we can define something like, let me define it as a global parameter, because the same task name I'm using over here in gv underscore task name. So we can define it as a global parameter. So come over here, give the full step over here, and copy this, save it, go back, and here I can just define it, or in the top include, we can come over here, give the data gv task name type, and here something like numc. Okay, numc of 4 characters I can give. Okay, uh, let me check if I'm doing the correct. No, I think I can't do something like this 4 I have to give over here, and type in I have to give. Check the syntax. Okay, this is some another error. Maybe this is correct. gv underscore task name 4 characters length, and type in just I have given over here. Just save it. Okay, and come back, and this time what I will do, that I will come over here in create material, and whenever under this create material, the first time it's going to call gv underscore task name equal to gv underscore task underscore name plus 1. It looks good. Okay, fine. And so when we are sending, when we are creating the task name, then we are allocating, the task. Okay, so this is name of the task. So the number of task which we are passing while creating the material, that we also have to define, right? So what we can do, in case of success, in case of successful call, Like means when size bar is 0, we can give we can uh, tell something like, send task, or any name we can give, any meaningful name, send underscore task plus 1. Okay, and here maybe we can give gv underscore send underscore task and gv send underscore task plus 1. And this gv underscore send underscore task we will define like an integer. Okay, so every time, like, function module will be called and will be assigned in a different task, the total number of task creation we can find it from here, right? And the same what we will do over here, the total number of received tasks. In this subroutine we are going to receive the task after the completion. So what we are going to do, gv underscore receive underscore task equal to gv underscore receive underscore task plus 1. Okay, so total number of received task I'm going to capture over here, and we will keep we will put it in process until and unless, the task, the sending task, the total number of tasks sent should be equal to the total number of received task. So until and unless both is going to become equal, by that time we are going to wait over here, so just we can wait in the main program. Maybe we can wait in the main program, right? So after this creation of this material, okay, after creation of this material, I'm just going to uh, like what I'm trying to tell, that this after this loop, every loop, once everything gets completed, then here we can wait. We can wait here, that wait uh, up to uh, there is some syntax actually I'm missing. Let me check that syntax. Come over here, and in my ppt I have written those syntax. Wait until. Okay, so this is the syntax actually, wait until. So just I'm going to copy this one and I will put it over here. So here actually we have to wait until the received task. Okay, so here we have defined the received task is something like, like this, gv this is the total send task, so gv send task and gv receive task. Okay, so gv send task over I will put over here, and gv receive task, gv underscore rec and ts tasks. Okay, I think task I have given. Let me check once again. I will come over here, and it's here gv send task and then gv receive task. Okay, so it's without s, it's okay, it's fine. And just I will define this one, gv receive task and gv send task. Come over here and we will go into our top module over here, and we will define everything. Data, just type integer, number of tasks we are going to define, so we can mark it as a integer. gv send task, type I, it's good num, and it looks good. gv task name, gv receive task, gv send task, this is fine. Three variable we have defined. Just activate this one. Let me check what is the problem. W underscore mara expected, not lt underscore mara. Okay, okay, this is somewhere else I think. Yeah, here, that we will check why it's coming. Okay, fine. So let me see once again if everything is fine in this parallel processing. Yes, and here we have seen in case of any error it will give, we are just setting the x. Okay, we are just setting the x, and If the error is there, then it will not exit from the do. Again it will try. Okay, again it will keep on trying, and it will keep on trying until and unless when it is going to become 0, and in that case it will clear the lv underscore 0, and then lv underscore 0 will be initial, then it will come out from this do and do loop. Okay, so that's what we have written the logic, and logic goods looks good now. And here just we are appending this one, lt underscore message, gt underscore message. This we can define over here the local, the lt underscore message, and then what we can do that type the bapi read to underscore t. Okay, so lt and gt underscore message, I will just define this in global one. Just go back, and in the global one we are going to define. So global module will go, and control v will give the data gt underscore message type bapi read. So the same type I have defined in the function module. Okay, bapi read to underscore t. Check the syntax. Okay, this error is some error it's coming. Let me check what is the error. Okay, bapi, actually bapi I'm supposed to write. Okay, check the syntax. Now it's fine. Another error is coming. Just save it, go back. Okay, now we will correct the other error which is coming. Okay, so lt it underscore mara w underscore mara, let me check if I have declared. Yeah, this is declared, this is fine. Then it lt underscore mara temp, this is there, it is not there. Okay, so this we will define. Copy this one, we'll go back, and we will define over here data is not required. We can use the chain operator, type table of ty underscore mara. Okay, so can we give the comma once again? It's fine now, just save it. We can go back once again, and we can check if there is some another variable which is missing equals to 0. It looks good now. Let us check the syntax. lv underscore message is unknown. We'll see. Okay, this message we can define locally. This message, if you want to capture, you can define it locally. There is no problem here itself. We can uh, capture. So lv underscore msg type carity, something like that we can define. Check the syntax now, and it looks good, and save it. We'll go back once again, check the syntax. It is fine, there is no syntax error. We'll go here and right click, activate. Okay, so it got activated now. Good, it got activated. Now what we will do, that we will run, and we will see the performance, or we will see that if some error is coming. Okay, we will see also that if some error is coming. Fine. So I have created in last program, when I was showing with the help of single work process in the normal way. At last time we have created some 2000 materials. Let me show you. This is the material I have created, and one file also it was there. Okay, just let me open that file. It's here. First 1000 name is first 1000, but we are having the total 2000 material over here. Just I'm double clicking, and you can see that we are having total 2000 materials over here. Okay, total 2000 materials over here. So because already these materials are there, all these 2000 materials are there over in my system. Okay, so I can show that one also. So what we will do, I will just change the name. Okay, or I will have to delete those material. Either one of the things I will have to do in order to show. Okay, so go to SC16 in, and in Mara I will go, and on that day, I think, let me check when I have created those materials. So created by, I think this will not help me. Mm, the name of the material is this one, PPTT. Okay, starting with PPTT. So I'm just going to use this one. Okay, PPTT, and we can see the total how many materials. So we can see that the number of entries is total 2000 material was created, right? And this 2000 first I will delete. Okay, so first I will delete this 2000. I will see when I have created. So already in that program I have written logic. So on 5th April I have created. So just I'm going to give this 5th April over there. Okay, so come over here and side item, right? So maybe I can use control V. Okay, and let me see if it's working. Check this syntax, it looks good. Activate this one, activate. I'll put the breakpoint first over here, run this, and or maybe just simply we can go ahead. Incorrect parameter file name. Okay, fine, we must have to give the parameter. Go to AC38 once again. I will run this, we'll give it, go to desktop, and first 1000. In this actually we are having 2000. Don't go on the name. So 2000 materials we are having. For 2000 materials, something variant I can give. Okay, copy this one, save it. Okay, it got saved. However, select this one and we'll just run it. Okay, so I've just run it, and you can see that if size of RC not equal to 0, else. Okay, that's fine, but I want to first delete the existing one. Okay, I want to first delete the existing one. So just going to use shift F12, and I'm going to delete this one. So press F6, and it is giving some dump. So some value this is not accepting. So let me try with some another way. SC38 we are just going to give, and here maybe I will have to give something like 20200405. Okay, and then we will see if it's going to work. Okay, or if size of also not equal to 0, then we are coming into this. I think this logic is not required, not equal to 0 every time. Maybe, yeah, every time. Okay, fine. As of now, let us do uh, like this only. I don't have any problem. Just I want to delete the data from my Mara table, which is already there with the same name. Okay, so shift F12, I'm coming over here, selecting. So this time it selected all the data, all the 2000, and the 2000 materials I'm just going to delete. So it will delete now, and now what I will do, that that material got deleted from there, right? That material got deleted from there, and maybe I would have written the commit work so that at this point of time itself, without doing anything, it will remove. Okay, uh, because it has not been committed at the database layer. Let me check. It should be still there, though it has been deleted, but it's still there. The reason behind it has not been committed. So maybe once again, just I'm going to restart it. Okay, and this time, because the implicit commit would have been taken the place, so maybe it would have been deleted. So let me check if it is there or not. It's still there. There was no commit taken place till now. We'll go, and here just I will do that if size of RC, if size of RC equals to 0, and if, and just I will mark it commit work. Okay, so I will uh, I will commit everything by this point of time. Okay, and maybe I can wait until unless everything is going to finish. Okay, so and this if condition I'm just going to remove, it is not required. It seems this else is also not required. Directly I'm going to select here, and all this if I'm going to remove from here. If I just check the syntax, it's fine. Okay, come over here and run it. We have to give this one. Okay, it will upload into it underscore mara. Come over here, come over here, and this time commit and work. This time it would have been deleted everything, right? There should not be anything. If I'm going to refresh over here, nothing is there. It's fine. That means number of 0, it's 0. It got deleted, and now we can see how the parallel processing is doing over here. Okay, so maybe uh, you can see that the first got appended, it's fine. So what I'm trying to do, the 400 I'm going to put inside this, and once the 400 will fill over here, I'm going to call this particular subroutine. Okay, and in this particular subroutine you have seen that we are going to call in the parallel processing, right? So just I'm going to put the breakpoint over here on this perform. So after 400, I can show you that site avix is 400, right? And just I'm dividing by 400. So the 400 material has come over here, and this first 400 I'm going to put into this do process, right? So just I'm checking whether everything is fine or not. Give it task name. The first task name, you can see this is the first task 0001. This is the name of the task. In this task, our work process will be allocated, and in this work processes, in this work process, the 400 material will go and will start processing. Okay, so I will show that part also. Maybe uh, we have to go into this function module which we have created. So go to AC37. This is our function module. Go into display mode, and here this is, this is a remote enabled function module. So here what you have to do, you have to put the external breakpoint, then only it will come and stop over here. Okay, so just go press F6, and you can see, just press F6 and you can see that it has come and stopped in this function module. As soon as I have pressed F6, this got successfully executed. And size of RC also, you can see it is nice, right? 0. And in case of 0, the gv send task I have just done, gv send task equal to gv send task plus a 1, right? And like that we have done. Fine. So if you want to debug, the remote enabled function module which has been called in parallel processing, so you can debug like this. You can put the external breakpoint, it will automatically come, and here in this work process, the 400 material which is coming from there, it is going to be updated over here. You can see I'm doing the same thing over here, right? I'm doing the same thing over here. So all the 400 materials is going to process over here, right? Is going to process over here. So this time just I'm telling you how it's working. Okay, how the flow is going on, and in one go itself what I will do, that it's taking some time while creating the material. Okay, so no worries, let us see. And after showing all these things in one go, we will run it and we will see the overall performance, how much it got improved. Okay, so you can even check that where your work process went and stuck. So you can come into this. Yeah, it got returned now. Okay, you can go into SM66 and you can see, I will show that part also, and you can see that there is no error, and it is just got committed, and that particular material also got created. So all the 400 material in this work process, in this work process is going to happen like this. So this is one work process got opened. And if you come in the main program, come to the main program, this is our main program. Here also one cursor in this dialog work process, also here one cursor is there. So here also, if you want, just press F6 and you can see that here one control is flowing, and here in this function module one control is flowing, right? So uh, one control is here in your main program and one control is there in your function module. So this is your function module. Actually, this is the function module, right? And here one control you are having for the second material, just it's going, right? So for the second material, just it's going, you can see. And here, so you are having two different controls because in the two different dialog it has been opened. So as soon as when you will come, you can see that it got exit, and it will come out from the that particular parallel processing, and again it will come over here, and I'm going to take another 400 now. Okay, I'm just going to take another 400 now. So just press the effect, and you will see that another 400, because I have cleared this temporary table, and so another 400 will come and sit over here, that you can see. Just go press here, and you can see that 401, 402, 403, after 400 it has come till it will come up to 800, right? So in now you can see that in LT Mara temp another 400 has come, and now press F5 and you can come over here, and you can see another work process will be allocated. Another work process will be allocated. The I can show you one thing over here. Just come to SM66, where you can see the work process, and you can see we are having, this is the main program, right? And this is the second one, right? And this is someone else might be, yeah. And just put the just put the filter on this. Yes, here you have to put the filter ABAP HANA 03. This is our ABAP HANA 03, ABAP HANA 03. This is my ID. So maybe you can put the filter over here, so you will be able to see that that which work processes I'm using. So ABAP HANA 03. Okay, and you can see, because the three dialog work processes I have opened, right? That's why two in debugging, right? And one is our main work process. So again, when I will put, I will go F6, and when you will again run this particular function module, it will open one new, it will allocate to the new work process, right? And you can see the new process got open, and if you refresh here, you will see the four. Just refresh this and you will see four over here, right? It got the three work processes, it got allocated, right? So like that you can go and check over there. Okay, just press F6, and now I think I have shown you how the flow is working. So now this is, and it seems it is fine. Okay, and it looks good. So just I'm going to cancel, and in total I will show you, right? In total I will show you. So this is how the flow is working. So just cancel everything, /n, and ex just I'm going to do. Okay, okay, I don't want to run this one. Stop transaction, it is there. Just remove, press F8. I will just stop from here. I'm having the main, just let me remove, press F8. Okay, total time taken, that's not a correct one, which is because we were in the debugging mode. And let me see, remove this one also, press F8, close this one, stop this one, and I have stopped. It is fine now. Let me see. Yeah, it looks good now, and we can come to this program once again. And what I will do, that some material would have been created by this time also, so I'm just going to remove those materials slash o. We'll go to that particular table Mara, and we'll see that if some material got created, right? So with today's date the material would have been created. If some material would have been created, that would have been created with the today's date, right? So just I'm going to give the today's date by datum, right? Just I will activate this one. Okay, I will activate, and the timer and all it is after this, so it's fine. Just I will run this, I will select this, and again I will run, and here this is fine. Select a star for Mara. Some material got created. Yeah, 909 material got created, you can see over here, right? 909 materials, and just I have deleted now, and it's fine. And after this what I will do, that I will just run it. Okay, so all the material would have been got deleted. Right now I can show you that there is no material will be there with this pptt starting over there. Just you can come over here, and number of entries it should be 0, but why 680 got found? Let me check what is the problem. pptt, it should have been deleted, right? Just commit and all these things, commit work and wait is also there. It underscore delete 909, so at least this 909 materials would have been deleted, right? pptt, so I want to delete all the. Okay, so there is no problem actually on that particular date on 5th. It should not be there, right? So these materials which we are having, or maybe what I will do, that all the materials starting with pptt I'm going to delete. Okay, so there will not be any confusion at all. So I can go over here, just come over here, and restart. Okay, and what I will do, will go into change mode, and I will come, and I will give the like. Okay, and then control V, and just we will use the percentage sign over here, right? Okay, check the syntax, it's fine. We will see, just activate this one. Okay, and let me see if there is some problem. Number of entries 711, because just I have restarted. Okay, just refresh it. There is only one work process is running, that is fine. Okay, there is one work process for ABAP HANA, so it's good. There is no more work process, that means nothing is going extra. Okay, so run this, and come over here, run this one once again, and we will remove. So here in it underscore delete there is 0 entry, there is nothing, right? There is nothing pptt, there is nothing, but why that 763 was coming pptt, just 711, the 711 material, why it's coming? Let me check if I'm doing some mistake. pptt, okay, the mistake what I'm doing over here, ERSDA, I'm just with the help of that particular date I am doing. Okay, so here actually I will cancel this one, stop. I will just stop this transaction. I will restart it. Okay, let me check if everything is fine or not. Good, it's good. So I will put the material over here, cancel this, go into change mode, and I will give the matiners so that I don't want to get any confusion. Okay, so this time there should not be any problem. Okay, come over here, press F6, and this time we should get 711. It's nice. F6 and just delete, delete, delete. And here if we come, we should not have anything over here. 0, it should be fine, no values found, it's a 0. Now what we can do, that we can start our program. So just I'm pressing F8 over here, and we will see how much total time it's going to take. So our timer is going to start from here. Okay, our timer, or maybe from beginning itself I will just start, so there will be no any confusion. Just remove this one, come over here, restart. Okay, let me check with my ID how many total work processes. Only one work process for the main program. It looks good, everything is fine. So just let me close the extra session. This also I'm going to stop it, remove this, and we can come over here, and I'm just going to run this program, and total time we will see how much it's taking. Just run now. Okay, just run now. Okay, just I'm going to run this. So total we are having 2000 materials, and total time taken you can see over here. But the one thing is that, is it so fast or something? We are, no, you can see that still the work processes are running, right? With my ID still the work processes are running. Okay, so it's still running, but program given the output. Why? Program given the output, it's still running, but program has given the output. See, you can see the four, you know, the total work processes uh, with my ID. I can show you. You can see this with this ID, you can see, and these all will be the asynchronous process, right? These all will be a asynchronous process, because asynchronously I have called. Okay, when we have called in RFC function module, so it's still running, it's still running. Okay, it's still running, but our, we came out from the program, we came out from the program. It's still running, but we came out from the program. So what I did the mistake, I will just let you know what I did the mistake. We can come back, and here, after this loop, wait until the received task should be equal to, should be equal to and greater than the gv sent task. This up to 1 second I don't have to use. Okay, it is not means in this case it is not required, you know until and unless whatever the task I have passed, it comes over there, we are not supposed to go ahead. Okay, I'm not supposed to go ahead. Okay, so it will just come and wait over here until and unless all the tasks sent over there. That means total it will be a 5 task. Okay, total it will be a 5 tasks, because we are having 2000 materials, right? We are having 2000, so it will be divided into 5 tasks. So total we are having that 5 tasks. But here you might have, you may ask that why we are having, so just I keep on. So it got, everything got finished, processed. Okay, no worries, I will show you once again. Just activate this one, activate this one, and every time this program is going to delete whichever the material got created with pptt star. Every time it is going to delete, so you don't have to worry, right? It will first delete, and then, so 2000 total material again it would have been created right now. Okay, so the total 2000 should be there. Total it is 380 only. Some problem is there, some problem is there. So we have to check this one, why it is happening like this. For today's, for today's date, let me check total how many materials got created. 380 only. Okay, so no worries, this time just I'm going to check how it's going to behave. Come over here and I'm going to run this program now. Okay, 2000, just run it, and this time you can see it is waiting over there where we have given the weight. Okay, it is waiting over there. So you can keep on checking the total 469. First you will have it deleted, again 469 it got, and it went there, and it I don't know, some problem is there, it is not. Okay, some problem is there, no issue, let us try to wait to complete. Okay, just refresh this one. Okay, you can see the total work processes is here. We are having the one main work process, right? In this one, two, right, and three, four, five, and it seems this is some internal or something like, but the five work process total got triggered, right? Five total, and it's just working. Okay, it's just working. You can see the five work processes which have been triggered by the program, and one is for the main program, right? So total it is six. One, two, three, four, five, six. Let us wait, and it everything got finished over here. That means you can see it got processed. But the thing is, let us check if our material got created or not. That is the important thing. Okay, so it did not get created. It didn't get created. What is the problem? Why it didn't get created, right? So we have to debug that part, why it's not getting created. Or maybe what I can do, I have observed some problem. If I'm keeping the name every time same, earlier it was giving some problem. I don't know exactly why it was giving me the problem. So what I can do, that I can give the different material name, and I can try. Okay, I can try with a different material name. So pptt, instead of pptt, what I will do, I will just replace everywhere pptt. I will just replace with uh, today. Maybe I will just replace with today. Today triple zero, 001 002. So just I'm going to replace everything. So all the material I just replaced, okay, with pptt. So this is my name of the material from today 001 to today 2000. It should be there. Fine. So this is a phrase material, so there is no worries now, right? This today material should not be there over here. Just give the star and you can check, there should not be such material. And just I'm going to save it, and we will reprocess, and we will see that how much total time it's taking. Okay, so just run this one, and we will keep on refreshing, so that I will just come to know that how much time it's going to take. You can see some extra update work process. So this is the dialog generated update work process, right? So you don't have to bother about that. You can see some another dialog. So this is one dialog process can trigger the another dialog process. This is not triggered by me. Okay, so whichever is triggered by me, you can just check here in the program which have been triggered by me, because from uh, with my work process there should be, by my program there should be only maximum 5 dialog work process. So this has been, you can see here there are more dialog work process. So this can be due to the one dialog process can call the another dialog process. This is not due to my program. Just I'm refreshing this one. I'm keep on, just I'm refreshing this, refreshing this. Just checking this how it's working. Okay, and we will see how much total time it's going to take when I'm going to use. Okay, so some update work process is also going, means this time it's working properly. Some update work process is also getting triggered, which is updating the you know like some update function module internally is getting called, right? And which is internally uh, uh, which is updating the database in order to create the material, right? So this time it's working. Yeah, it's fine, it is expected. Okay, it is expected. Okay, this is good, it's working nicely. Fine. And we will see this time, and if you can go and see in the Mara table as well, you will see with the today you will get created some material. So you can see the total 2000 materials got created. I think it would have been completed. Yes, it got completed, and total work process now also should be one, and you can see here one, right? So it got completed, that's why you are having the total material over here, the 2000 materials you can see over here. You are having 2000 total materials, right? And now we will see the time. Time here you can see total, it's 123 seconds, right? 123 seconds total time taken, 123 seconds. And earlier how much time it has taken? It has taken 243 seconds, so that means 244 seconds total, right? Around. So total 244 seconds, and now with the help of parallel processing we have, it has taken how much time? Let me go to the program once again. Here, close this, it is not required. 123 103391, right? Copy this, and we can just, let me close some session, it's confusing. Okay, this is, let me close this. Okay, fine. This is the notepad, and here I can paste. So total it's 123 seconds and 243. So you can see we are having almost 50% of improvement, right? Around, it's around 123 seconds. So this much microsecond means we are having some 123 seconds. So it's about half of 244 seconds. So the performance gain with the help of, performance gain with the help of parallel processing is how much? 50% we can see in this case. But you can have one doubt, something like, that because we are using over here 5 work process in chunk of, 4 in chunk of 400 materials, 400 materials, then it should be improved by 5 times, right? That means total it is 244 seconds. So 244 divided by 5 something means something somewhere around 50 seconds, right? It should take 50 seconds, but it does not work in that way, because you should have the enough update work process also, and while switching the work process, that also is costly, right? So when I tell the switching of work process, you know the bundling, you have to be very, very careful while doing the bundling means the 400 400, right? If you think that one material you are going to run in one work process, and another work material you are going to create in another work process, means if you are going to pass one material in one process, another material in another work process, it's not going to help you in performance gain. It will become worst. It will become worst. You can minimize this. Instead of 400, if we're going to pass 5 in work, in one work process, it's going to allocate the maximum work process, and while switching the work process, it takes the time. It's going to be costly. So this packet should be, this packet is very, very important. So 400 in my case, this looks good. Okay, even we can try with, some 300. Okay, we can try with some 300, uh, and but here we, in our case, I'm having 2000 materials. So in 300, if I'm going to try here, some logical problem will happen, because another 200, this will never come and true. Okay, so in because we are having 2000, so maybe I can select the 200 over here and we can give a try and we can check like how much time it's going to take. Okay, how much time it's going to take. Okay, so maybe that also I can show you. So first it should delete, so what I can do that or I can go to the marketable once again slash o sc11 and today I can give over here all the material created with today I'm just going to delete. Okay, so first it will delete. Okay, and then it will start creating. Okay, so just activate this and I will put the breakpoint over here, press F8, come over here, select this, press F6. So 2000 total it should be there, 2000, that's fine, and it deleted. Now with today there should not be any material. Yeah, there is nothing. Just I am going to press F8, that's it. And some error occurred, resource failure. You can see some resource failure error is there, right? Resource failure error is there. Why such error got occurred, you know? Resource failure error is there because we have used 200 in chunk of 200 and total it was looking for 10 work processes, but how many work processes we are having in our system? You can I have shown you the total work processes in my system is not mm, set the filter, just remove this filter. You can see the total dialog work process. You start looking for this many work process, so total 9. One already I was using as a main master program, so total 8 available work processes, right? And it tried for looking 10 dialog work process and it didn't get, that's why it went into the error. Okay, that's why it went into the error. So let me do one thing. We can go into the program and let us see if we can handle by any way change, and we can go into this perform, create material, and here parallel generators it looks fine. Resource failure, the three, one or two or three. In case of one or two or three, I'm just passing this lv underscore error equal to x. Okay, or what you can do that we can use over here, in case of resource failure, in case of resource failure particularly, we can use this syntax. Okay, so particularly for this three resource failure, what we can do in case of 1 2 or 4. Okay, when 3, I think it is not coming over here, it's not coming back, some problem is there, it should not be the case. Okay, but let me try until this one up to, or directly, yeah, or we can write like this, maybe I can give up to 1 seconds. Okay, but 1 seconds will not work. Mm. So in case of if resource is getting failure, I can wait for 5 seconds and I will try once again. Let me see, I'm not sure if it is going to work. I don't think so it will work, but still let me try. Okay, but however we have seen, if giving over there more than like 400, and if we're going to give 500, it will work nicely. Okay, so just run once again, run this, come over here. I'm going to run this one. Debugger got started, press F6, this is fine, press F8, and you can see that it is not capturing, that exception is not getting captured. So we have to think something, so how we can capture the exception. But generally, I have seen that it should not come into dump. The reason behind the reason behind, see, I will tell you what is happening exactly. Go to SE38 once again in our program, go into change mode, and here actually what it is happening that uh, it's you know I can show you by putting the breakpoint. You know, when the resource is, resource, it is not able to find the resource, but when it is not able to find the resource, it should come back over here. And generally it happens, it come back here, and it will check, it will wait. Okay, or even, if you put like this also, if you put like this, or three, or four, here also this should work actually. You know, in the real-time system I have seen it works, but here maybe this is the demo system and properly it is not configured. I don't know why. No, it should come and it should wait. The logic what it is telling, if you get one, two, three, or four, anything out of this four, it should come and wait. It should, it should enable the flag of error, and if it sees the error, it should not come out, right? It will again go into the loop, and it should come into the loop and loop and loop till uh, till the time until it is going to the zero, right? So this logic actually works. I have seen, I have done with the logic, but I don't know in this what is the problem actually. It is not capturing, it is not capturing, it is not coming over here actually. I can show you once again. So go to the program. Already I'm in the program over here. Just I'm going to remove this, and yeah, here I put the breakpoint. That's fine. Run this program, press F8, and you can see that. Just remove this, it is not required. You can, this is for the first work process, just remember. Second work process, third work process, fourth work process, I'm pressing F8. Fifth work process, sixth work process, seventh work process, eighth work process. And in this eighth work process, because the eighth work process is not there, it is just going into dump. It should not go into dump. Okay, it should come back, and it should, at the program logic, it should work. Okay, so fine, I think uh, it's okay, you understood enough the concept. Or maybe by giving over there the 500. Okay, by 500, because 2000 I'm passing over here. Accordingly you will have to adjust the logic. If you are having the, if you are willing to pass the 300, so you have to adjust the logic, you have to think the logic how you are going to bundle the record, so that 300, 300, 300, 300, so total 1800, and in the last work process the 200 remaining record it should go. So for that you have to think the logic, and easy, that that's the easy logic. But here I won't be able to show you because it's uh, going long, the video is going long, and it's fine. I can write the logic that in the description box, and that you can use this program also, I will put it over there, and if you want you can use this one. Okay, so with the 500, let us see this 500 how much time it's going to take. Okay, and also one thing, like if you want to mm, write that log which we are capturing over here, right? Which we are capturing over here in gt underscore message, this also we can do. Okay, just come over here, and after this end loop and after all these things, we can put the loop at into uh, data wa underscore message, because we are capturing the log, right? Which got created and which does not get created, right? So write wa underscore message hyphen control space some message, we are passing this one, right? Full stop, and the new, check the syntax, activate this one, activate. Just I'm going to run with the 500 chunk. Okay, just run this, remove this one, press F8. So maybe, yeah, it's fine. We can go to SM66 and you can put the filter on that ABAP HANA 3, my user ID, set the filter. Okay, keep on refreshing, just keep on refreshing, but this time I am doubtful if material is going to get create. Okay, because there is no update work process and all is getting called, so this may be the issue. Let me go to SC16 in, and we can see that if some material is getting created with today. Okay, so number of entry, there is no material getting created, right? So there is no, there is no meaning, some problem is there in this system itself, some issue is there. So what I will do, because I'm just going to change the name instead of today. Okay, because what I've seen in this system, if we're going to keep the same name of the material, it does not create. I don't know why, so maybe today instead of tomorrow, today maybe I can write it over here that today one, or to, something like that. Instead of today I'm just going to replace with to. Okay, everywhere to I have done, and this time it should work. Okay, so fine, we can go to the program once again, remove this one, just we can go to that create material. Fine, everything is fine, just run this, and this time that file is changed, and just save it. Okay, just run this. Now this time with 500 chunk it is running, so that means /n, and we can come to SM66. Let me put the filter, set the filter. Okay, and you can see this time it's working. You can see the update work process got called, so this time it's creating. So it seems some buffer or some problem is there. If I keep the same material, even I delete from there, from the Mara table, still it's not going to update with the same material second time or third time. Okay, this time it's working, and with the 500 we can see how much time it's going to take. With the 500 material, the total for 2000, how much time it's going to take, you know. And maybe one more video I will prepare, and I will show you, I will show you that uh, I will just show you that how you can use this particular function module SPPT get PP destination. So actually, in suppose some server or some application server is problematic, maybe you are not able to you are not able to put the communication with some particular application server. So what you can do with the help of this function module, you can find the name of the particular application server, and with the help of this function module from that particular server group, you can remove at runtime that problematic server, so that the next time when try to program allocate the when program will try to allocate the work process for a task, it will not use that problematic server. Okay, it will not use that. So this is the function module to find out the last server on which your task is running. Okay, or on the last server on which your program tried to execute the task. So that server once you will know, and if it is problematic, that's why you can see when size server is 1 or 2, you know. So in the program maybe I can show you that what I'm trying to tell, and you can see our the previous got successfully created, and here you can see the log is there, right? Here you can see the log is there, 501 502 50. So all the log it is created over here, all the log it got. So total 2000 materials, it is not coming in the sequence. You can see it is not coming in the sequence because the work processes which you have got, but 500 will be there in the sequence. Every 500 should be there in the sequence. So somewhere you will see the 2000 material number TO 2000. You can go, you know, it is due to, it is due to, here you can see the 123, here it is in between. Okay, here you can see the 323, right? So it is like that. So nothing to worry, it's fine. If you don't want to get such kind of problem, but here you can see the performance improvement, right? If you have put the more, the 500, if you are going to give the 500 material, it's taking only 86 seconds. See, that's why the bundling is very very important. You are supposed to do the bundling carefully, so when we are passing the more material, it's good, it's giving more performance, instead of 400, it's, if you are passing the 500 materials, it's giving the more performance. So maybe I can note it down this one also. So 86 seconds, very good performance, very very nice. So with parallel processing, time taken how much? This 86 seconds only, right? Here it took 123 seconds around for when you are using the 400 material in one task. And here when you are using the 500, you know it is something like that. So even if you can, if you want, you can draw a graph also, but when this graph is going, I think more than 1000 or 1500, in case of 2000, in case of 2000 material, then this time will increase. Okay, so in case of 400 or 500, it's good. So maybe you can consider 500 in case of, when you are having. So everything will have to consider the total number of work processes, how many total number of work processes are available, and how much total you are going to pass the material, everything. So here you can see the, here, yeah, a lot of performance improvement you are having, right? Here you can see that around you know it's around 70% around performance improvement over here. In this, you are having around 50%, right? But here you can just find out how much performance. So total 243, that means 244. So 244 minus 87, it is around 87, right? 87 seconds. So you can find the total performance improvement. So maybe I can that find that one with the help of a calculator, or I can use the Excel. Okay, we are having total 244 and 87, right? 244 and 87. So 244 and 87, I want to find the performance improvement, minus this 87 and this, I can divide with 87. No, something I've done, I think we have to divide with 244, right? So 64%, 64% of improvement you have got with respect to 244. 64% of improvement there you got. So like that, so here 64% lesser time it's taking. 64% lesser time it's taking. Here 50% around lesser time it's taking. So like that, we can do fine then. uh, yeah, I have copied this one and I will show this one into my program where I can use. So maybe I will prepare one more video for this and I will show you over there. Okay, so create material, and here actually in case of one or two, that particular function module I can use. Okay, this is to identify the function module and this is to exclude the function module. Okay, fine. Hope you enjoy this particular session regarding the parallel processing. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thanks a lot.